Hi, exploring whiskey people.
Welcome back to Exploring Whiskies. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kevin. We will be sampling whiskeys from all over the world.
Today, we're going to be sampling the Forester 86, which is their entry-level bourbon to their lineup.
Old Forester lineup is got a pretty good history with America. They were one of the first sealed, bottled whiskeys to ever exist, 1870 time range. And they've been in business ever since.
Yep. They were one of 10 that were given a license through Prohibition for medicinal purposes.
Absolutely. And we agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. The particular founder was a salesman, George Garvin Brown. We now have Brown Forman.
Brown Forman.
They are the owners and continue to be the owners of the Old Forester, is the descendants of that particular sales rep that went through and sold this.
I got to do the tour of this distillery back in February. And I'll say if you're in the Louisville area and you got some time, I think it's well worth it. And if you got even plenty of time, I would book the private tour.
Yes, that you got to sample a whole lot of different things.
We got the private tour through the building, you get to see everything. But then you got the sampling at the end. It was the White Dog. I think we had the 86 Old Fine whiskey, and then finished up with the presidential bottle. Yeah,
I have not had that one.
So it's well worth it.
The mash bill is, they say high rye. It's 72% corn and 18% rye, and that means 10% barley. So it's not, I mean, it's still 72% corn, so it's not going to be overly rye, but the rye is a little bit heavier than a lot of the whiskeys in that region, so it should come out a little bit stronger. But overall, let's give it a shot.
Cinnamon caramel note right off the bat for me.
I was going to say, I don't believe there's an age statement on this bottle. In no particular, nope, yeah. I was going to say, I don't even know if there's a rumor on the age statement there. It is not, and it's not
a little bit. Not much though.
It's not a super dark, which could be part of it being proofed down.
Yeah.
That's going to pull off some of the color.
I get some caramel and some cinnamon.
Yeah, those are the strongest notes coming through there. A little sharp on the ethanol too.
Yeah.
Especially
for an 86.
Yeah,
86
that's kind of funny. An 86 proof bourbon, a little sharp on the ethanol, which makes me think maybe it's a little younger.
There's a little bit of a burn, not that you would expect from an 86.
Well, I didn't aerate. I just did the quick sip, and I'm not catching much of a burn. I am getting more of those rye notes though. That is
spice here.
There is spice there. That we did so many Buffalo Trace whiskeys already, and they're so overly sweet. It's almost like that. It just overpowers every other note in the whiskey. There is sweet notes there, but there is that rye, a little bit of spice. I don't know. Rye still always comes back to it. There's a tea leaf, more of that herbally. It's not overly aggressive on the nose, the rye, but it's much more apparent in the taste. Some
of my friends seem to think that there is a banana hint in Old Forester.
Not in this one.
No.
I'm not getting that at all.
Nope.
I will. I am totally on board with that for the 20? Yeah, totally banana bread, but
not this one.
No, I'm really not getting a banana note at all. I am getting a sweeter. Yeah, it's more of a brown sugar with some baking spice mixed in there. There's not a lot of fruit to this. I kind of thought there would be. I really did.
A little tobacco for me on the back end, on that taste. Not a lot. It's kind of faint.
I'm not. I haven't. Well, I'm not getting there. I am getting. It's rough. It's tough. It's not rough. Sorry, wrong word. It's tough to pick out. A lot of the notes are a little subtle. It's muted down. I think now I'm kind of interested to try the 100 proof. I assume it's kind of the same whiskey, but not proofed down as much. It almost feels like things are watered down a little. I don't know if that's true or not, but a lot of the notes are...
We'll find out in a future episode.
Yeah, a lot of notes feel pulled down just a little bit. There's a lot of just hints of the rye. There's hints of the sweeter notes from the corn bourbon thing. That a little bit of caramel, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of... But nothing's bold.
No. I'm a fan of the 86. It's kind of for me, it's one of those go-tos, kind of keep on the bar cart, keep on the bar. Buddies want to come over and have a couple, put in a cube and just kind of sit back. But this is one of the staples that I keep on my bar cart.
And I could see that. I mean, the price point's solid.
20-ish for this size bottle, but if you want to buy the handle, it's usually $35 to $38 at most places.
And it's not going to be that really super sweet bourbon. It's got a little bit more of a spice to it. It's got more. It does have a little more character to it outside of just being sweet.
The rye helps out.
Exactly. So I could definitely see that being a nice alternative to something overly sweet like a Weller or a Buffalo Trace type bourbon. Yeah, 86 proof, no particular age statement. Really would love to know what that is, what the age is there. I'm assuming a little younger.
Let's go take the tour and ask.
I love it.
I'm excited to do the Old Forester lineup. I'm a fan. So there's more to come. For this lineup.
Yes, we made a great little find. We got to do a shout out.
Yeah.
So thank you to Mitt over at Laverne Beverage Depot. We had a good conversation with him, so we told him we'd give him a little shout out on our channel when we were sampling some of the whiskeys we bought over there, and this was one of them. And so thank you, Mitt.
Fill you in though, we have the whole lineup
except for one.
Except for one,
we're missing
the presidential bottle. So there's a viewer out there wants to help us out. We have all of them. Even the birthday bourbon.
Yes, sir.
Just not the presidential. So I'm excited to do the rest of the lineup.
Yep, more to come. It'll be good. It'll be very interesting to go back and compare to the notes that we got from this.
Yep. Especially to the 100.
As we move into the 100, which should be the same build.
Same mash bill.
Just not proofed down as much. And then, what are the difference of the 1910, the 1920? They do a lot of year stuff. Yeah, banana. Exactly.
So
overall, I'm going to say it's a really good whiskey for a price like that. I think that's a solid buy.
Yep.
It's a little bit, it is not, if you don't like an overly sweet bourbon, this is definitely someplace to go. It still has a sweet note, but there's that rye. I think it adds to it. I don't think it takes it away.
This is one, I know it's only 86 proof, but for me, I enjoyed pouring it over a big cube and let it water just a little bit, but it's one that you can just really sit there and sip on and enjoy.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being a very enjoyable drink.
But for me, a lot of those mid-80s, they don't really need one, but I think a cube with this one,
pulling it off,
makes it even better. So
very nice.
All right, I'm excited for the rest of this lineup.
This will be fun.
So,
we're not going to do it quite in the same aggressive series that we did the Buffalo Trace, but we are going to hit all of them very soon.
Yep. So we appreciate everyone joining. If you like what you saw and you're looking forward to more of the Old Forester lineup, we ask for you to hit the like button at the bottom of the screen.
And while you're down there, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified. And if you got another lineup that you think maybe we should go down that route, let us know. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.
Cheers.